Welcome, friends, to the channel Classy Frugality. If you don't know me, my name is Tanya, and I'm so glad that you've decided to join me today. On today's video, I'm going to take you along with me, and we're going to talk about my frugal day, all the different things that I have done today to try to help out my budget, to try to save money, and to try to prepare for the week ahead. Also, I am going to show you some really neat things that I've received in the mail lately. So come along with me and we'll get started. If you've watched my videos before, you will know that I prefer to hang things up to dry whenever I possibly can. So as you can see here, I do have my folding racks in here. I've got some clothes on them. I've got some towels on them, some socks and such. And I also have my hanging rack in here. Now, why did I hang it in here? Well, today is a beautiful day. Check it out. I don't know, can you see the sunshine outside? It is a beautiful day outside. However, it's a very windy day. So the last time I tried to do this with the wind, this big rack just got toppled over. So obviously that didn't do me any good. That wasted my time. You know, I had to rewash some of the clothes. So it wasted money also because that was extra water and detergent I had to use, extra electricity to operate the washer. So I decided, since it was a little bit windy, that I just needed to hang them up in here. But they'll be dry before time to go to bed tonight, so no big deal. Also, you'll see my pillowcases over here, a couple of them. I thought today, being the beautiful day that it is, it'd be a good day to wash my bedding and change that. Now, we're gonna go over here. You'll see, I did hang my quilt out. It's hanging to dry here on my porch railing. I need to do some mending on it. It's heavy enough to where the wind won't blow it away. Please ignore my dirty windows. I've got my fitted sheet out there too. It looks like the wind's already trying to take it off the chair. But I love the smell of things that have been dried outside. It's just wonderful. I just love it, and I can't wait to get back in the bed tonight after all this stuff is dry. It'll be so crisp, it'll smell so clean. Moving on to my kitchen cabinets. So today I decided to take inventory of what's in here. And as you can see, it's getting a little bare. But that's okay, because after I took inventory of it, then I went ahead and made a list to do some shopping. But I wanted to show you something here. So if you watch the channel regularly, you know I like jars. I wanted to show you all the things that I've just put in jars. So I've got my popcorn here, pinto beans, I've got some lentils, I got some split peas and rice. You would probably normally think of putting those things in jars because they're dried, shelf-stable products, and they come in bags, so it just makes better sense to store them in jars. It helps to preserve them and helps critters from getting to them if you have that issue. But I wanted to also show you this. So I save peanut butter jars too. I put the rest of the crackers, 2 different kinds of crackers that we had, in these jars because I couldn't tell what we had. There was a big old entire cracker box. It was sitting right up here where this is right now, and it made it look like we had crackers. But we didn't have crackers. When I got into it, that's all there was. There were actually 2 opened packages of crackers, and they each had about 1/3 to 1/2 of a pack. So for the sake of knowing what in the world we had, I decided to put them in those jars. Same with this oatmeal right here. you know, it came in a big box. That's just one, but it came in a big old box. I couldn't tell what I had just by looking at that box, and I might have thought I had more than I did, but by putting it in here, you can see through it. It's clear, you know. It just somehow looks nicer in the cabinet too. I just like the way it looks. It reminds me of some kind of an old store. So that's just one of the things that's helped me to figure out what we have. I discovered we have 2 open jars of peanut butter here. So I made sure to set those in the front, you know, one of them here. I got 3 jars total, but 2 of them are open. I had 2 containers of syrup, pancake syrup, were both open. I consolidated that into one. One was butter flavor, one was original, but it will be fine, I promise. What else did I do? Oh, I had some tea bags up here that, like, one was like, I don't know, some other flavor, but I put all the tea bags together. I did leave them in that box. I was wanting to put them in some kind of a jar, but I ultimately decided to just leave them in the box and go on. What else? The snack situation. So I thought, well, we have nothing to snack on. After I got this organized, I thought, okay, we have popcorn. We have 2 kinds of popcorn, actually. This was way up here, and I know you can't see how tall that is, but that's high up in the air, and with that laying on the shelf, I couldn't even see it. So I got a chair and made sure there was nothing else up there. So, you know, now we have popcorn to snack on. This was also up there, this hot chocolate. So I put that on my little snack list. I made me a little list. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, here it is. And you'll see it's a notepad that I had made in another video out of old junk mail. Cute, cute, functional, cute. All right, so at first glance up here and in my poor fridge, I'll show you the fridge. Not a whole lot in there right now at first glance, but if you just look and you're trying to figure out something to snack on, you're not going to see anything. So you have to put some thought into it. After I started taking inventory of stuff we had, I made a list. I was making a list of snacks as I was going through. So I discovered, hey, we can have popcorn. I've still got a little bit of cooking oil up there that I can use to pop some up on the stove. And with that package of microwave popcorn, you know, we got plenty of popcorn. Then I thought, okay, there's some crackers, there's some peanut butter. We can have peanut butter and crackers. That's another good snack. That's kind of a filling snack too, because that peanut butter's got plenty of protein. Also, I looked in the freezer. We have some popsicles in here. There we go. And that's not something you think of at first glance, but popsicles. Hot chocolate, because I found the packet of hot chocolate up here, and then there are also a couple of the little K-cups over there that we have. Last but not least, cinnamon toast. I've actually seen that on Facebook referred to as a struggle meal, a struggle snack, but I don't personally see the struggle in it at all. I enjoy eating cinnamon toast. It hits the spot. Like if you're wanting something sweet, a cinnamon roll, if you're wanting a donut, just get you a piece of white bread, as my husband calls it, light bread. Get you a piece of that. Spread some margarine or butter, whichever one you got on there, and sprinkle that down with some sugar, sprinkle it down with some cinnamon. Those are things that I usually keep here at the house all the time. So wouldn't that be good? A cup of hot chocolate and some cinnamon toast. Go out in the backyard, build you a fire. That sounds like maybe a good plan for tonight. All right, so I'll show you what I got going on next. So as I was taking inventory of everything that I have in the cabinets and the fridge, I thought, well, what can I make for tonight? Go ahead and get started cooking before I pick up my groceries and stuff. And so, of course, I had a couple more small jars of pinto beans, so that was it. Now, look, I want to, ow, steam got me. I want to show you what happened to my poor crock pot the other day. I guess I've used it so much. The little clasp had another clasp on this side like this one, and you could clasp the lid down. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, you could latch it, but my latch broke off, and so it doesn't hold the lid down as tightly as it used to. So this was my solution, and this works beautifully. This piece of aluminum foil, I've noticed that it's been able to conduct a whole lot of the heat and actually make this thing cook quicker. So that's all I did. Let me show you what's in there, and it's smelling so good right now. This is the same piece of aluminum foil that I used the other day. I rinsed it off. Here are my pinto beans. If I have ham, I will put a piece of ham or a bone or something in there. I'll put that in there and cook with it, but I didn't have any this time, so I put some bay leaves in there. Whoops, here they are. I'll just have to fish these out before we eat them, but I put some bay leaves and a little bit of minced onion, and I'm telling you, it smells so good right now. And it seems that we never get tired of eating pinto beans. They're cheap. They're literally $1 a pound at Walmart. And that's the cheapest that I've found them. If you just get them in a 1 pound bag. Now, if you get a larger bag, the price goes down. But we never get tired of these. So I'm sitting here at my desk in the back of the living room, and I'm going through some things that I received recently in the mail. And I just wanted to share this with you all because all these things brought some joy to my heart, and I've really been enjoying them. So I want to show you these things first. These magazines. Oh gosh, I have received some wonderful, good quality magazines. And I want to tell you how to get them. Look at this. And this is perfect for spring too. This one is called Flower. Okay, it's called Flower, House Garden Lifestyle. Beautiful magazine. I haven't looked in these yet either, by the way. They're just filled with all kinds of stuff. So let's see, what else did I get? I have one called Il Decor, Designers at Home, and I got another one called Real Simple, Life Made Easier. Here, my husband just came in. Tell everybody hi.
Hello.
He's been riding his motorcycle. It's perfect, absolutely perfect weather for that. All right. So I want to tell you how you can get these magazines for absolutely free. I want you to go to www.huntforfreebies.com. That's HUNT, the number 4, FREEBIES.com. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. They frequently have different offers from different companies, and you can sign up and receive whatever free magazine it is. It's not every day, but usually once every couple weeks or something, there's a link to sign up to get a free magazine. Absolutely no strings attached. You don't put in payment information. Now what these companies will do, they'll send you a few issues, and then they'll send you something like if you want to purchase the magazine, if you want to renew the subscription, it does cost, but there's absolutely no payment required for these at all. And I had an idea for these magazines. Something like this, like the real simple, you know, the current issue. If you've got somebody's birthday this week, you say you got a lady's birthday, or even this one right here even, how cute would that look to get a mug at the Dollar Tree or even a nice one from the thrift store, roll this up, stick it down in the mug, and maybe put a little envelope of tea in there. Just different thoughts. All right, so I also received these are the April 2025 devotionals, and we actually get 2 of these. My husband and I both signed up, so we both received these. These are Christian devotionals. They come from In Touch Ministries, and it says right on the back here, to begin your free subscription, it tells you exactly where to go. You go to intouch.org/subscribe. I've shown you this before, but for those who haven't seen it, I wanted to be sure to show you again. Look at the pretty cover on this, and these are just wonderful. I'll put the link to this down in the description box also. These 2 are totally free. I've been receiving these for months and months, so I'm not sure how long the free subscription lasts, but I know it's been almost a year already. All right. I received this too, and I just thought that was very inspirational. The Gardener's Idea book, and I remember requesting this free a few months ago. It's just got all kinds of different things in it about just ideas for plants to plant, ideas for how they'll look in different pots together. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to hand out some my seeds and some of my stuff, and I gotta get started on that because we're already in March. But all right. Also, I've told you many times before, please go and sign up for Bath and Body Works rewards. Now, I have the app too, but for some reason they still send the paper coupons in the mail. A lot of times they're duplicates. Like what I receive as a paper coupon is the same thing with the same barcode that I have on my app. However, this time, the one that I received in the mail, it had 2 coupons on it. There is one on here for a free body care gift up to $9.95, and that's valid from now through April the 19th. But then there was also a second one on here, free body care gift to a $9.95 value, and it's not valid in stores until April 21st. So that's 2 more gifts I'm going to be able to get for my gift closet in anticipation of the birthdays, the Mother's Day, the whatever we have coming up, Christmas. So I was pleased to get that in the mail. Last but not least, I actually saved the best things for last. I have received some lovely, lovely cards from viewers, fellow YouTubers, and this is what I've received recently. So my friend Vicky from Missouri, she has a channel called Living in the Moment, and Vicky sent me the prettiest card, and I appreciate it so much, and it brightened my day. It was a St. Patrick's Day card, so I received this a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to show you. I save stuff like this. This will probably be part of my next year's St. Patrick's Day decor, so it's very sweet in there. She says, I hope your day is green all the way, and I just thought that was so nice. Also, she included a little card in here. And it says, it's double-sided. It's very pretty. You are a gift from God, and that's how I'll treat you. And she also says, may God grant your heart's desires and make your plans succeed. So thank you, Vicky. you're a gift from God too. I appreciate it. Also, look at this. Look at this pretty postcard that I got in the mail. And this is from Kimberly. And she remembers, so Kimberly, thank you. Kimberly remembers me talking about my husband enjoying different historical sites, and we actually like to go picnic at historical locations, and he just enjoys history in general. So she and her husband are visiting, and this is Bacon's Castle in Surrey, Virginia. Look at that, how pretty. She and her husband were visiting there, and so she thought that I would enjoy this postcard, and we very much have enjoyed it. And it's funny, if you notice, I've got a floral theme going on here from all the stuff that I've received in the mail. It excites me for spring. But thank you so much again, Kimberly and Vicki, and thank you everybody for viewing. Also, I'm going to put a link to Vicki's page, Living in the Moment, down in the description box. If you all have enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not yet a member of the Classy Frugality family, I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button down in the corner. Until the next time, I hope you have a blessed day.